celebrating the children.
He wants to make you laugh. He wants to laugh. He just smiles all the time.
Jacob definitely has grit that is undeniable.
The most remarkable thing about her is her light, but she really is a powerhouse.
Noah is, he's the kind of kid that I wish I was at his age.
And the hospital that heals them.
It was a little bit overwhelming to see your 10-week-old in that situation laying on a hospital bed. It's just really good to know that there are people that care so much.
Thinking you were having a healthy child and realizing 3 days later that he might not live another day, it was a lot to take in.
Bryson had severe congenital heart defect and basically only had half a heart.
Just being here at Primary Children's, they make you feel like family.
Celebrating the hope they give.
It's amazing. It's a miracle, and all due to the incredible care and staff that was here at the Primary Children's Hospital.
You feel like there are people here that are here for me, and if one can't do it, then someone else right next to him can.
This is a miracle to me, and I'm so blessed to have him with me.
We're fortunate to have one of the nation's best children's hospitals and top-tier pediatric cancer centers right here at Primary Children's, giving children access to the most advanced medical experts, technology, and treatment available, so kids can get back to just being kids.
And with your donations, putting the child first and always.
Thanks for donating to give kids like me a chance to have fun at the hospital.
I'm beyond grateful for Primary Children's.
Hello and welcome to the annual KSL Primary Children's Hospital Give-A-Thon. I'm Deanie Wimmer. I'm joined by Mike Hedrick and Kevin Eubank and Brooke Walker, and we're here to help raise money for a cause that is near and dear to each one of us. We're ready to go, aren't we?
This is awesome.
Yep.
Great, fantastic. All right, so our goal today, it is to raise as much money as possible for the patients at Primary Children's Hospital. The theme for the Give-A-Thon, it's Let's Celebrate, right? A lot of reasons to celebrate. And we believe that there is a lot to celebrate at the hospital. We have a party going on outside the KSL Plaza here, and we have volunteers ready to take your donations, and we have families here to share their stories. Just looking around, I think, yeah, we're ready to celebrate. That's how it feels.
You know what? And throughout the broadcast, we'll be sharing many important things about the hospital that are worth celebrating. And you can celebrate by making your donation right now. There are so many generous people in this community that do so much, but we are so lucky to have this world-class facility in our own backyard, and that's why we're here. We're here to have every donation matter. And in fact, we've got a match going on right now from UFC. They've generously matched every donation for the next 30 minutes. So that means when your $100 donation, it's bolstered to $200. So call the number on your screen, 801-575-KIDS or kslkids.com. You can scan the QR code and go right to the webpage. It is so, so easy to donate.
That's going to be the least of the efforts right there, right? Now, I hear some music. I hear a party. It is a party.
Yes, it is. And everywhere there is a party, you know Brooke Walker is going to be very nearby. All right, Brooke, you're out on the plaza right now. How are things looking out there?
You guys, if you could feel what I feel, you probably hear it inside the studio. The vibe is running so high. We've got kids, the star of the show today. We've got the Rise Up Choir kicking off a little Footloose line dance behind me. And of course, we're coming together for such a great cause. How could the vibe not be high? Music from our friend Casey Scott helps as well. You mentioned this, you guys. This is a long-standing tradition here at KSL. We look forward to this every year. In fact, for more than 48 years, you've been hearing these stories and these messages on the radio. For 41 years, you've watched it here on TV. More recently, listeners from FN 100 and 103.5 The Arrow, our sister stations, have joined in these efforts. Since this time, we have raised nearly $61 million. That's significant. It's a project we're honored to participate in because of the work that happens at Primary Children's Hospital. You'll be hearing more about that, and of course, seeing and feeling the tenderness of some of the stories, the miracle stories that come out of that hospital every day. So vibe high here out on the plaza. We'll be partying throughout the next hour as well. But for now, we go to the primary cause, which is to raise money for these kids. My colleague Kevin Eubank is going to stand by and help us do that.
Brooke, you're the best. And what a fun party outside with so many kids having such a great time. Now it's your turn. You can make a difference by picking up that phone right now and making a call. We just told you we've got a match going on that will double your donation. We've got volunteers right here on the phones. They're standing by to take your call, process your donation. You'll notice all the computers they're on. PC Laptops has generously provided all of the laptops that the volunteers are using to process the donations tonight, and you can make a difference. So please call the number on your screen, visit the webpage, or even hit the QR code. It's so easy, but everything's in a match right now, which just takes what you can give and doubles that and makes double the difference up at the hospital. So, Deanie, lots of fun, lots out on the plaza, lots on the phone bank, but we need those phones to ring, and only you at home can make those things happen. Deanie?
Yeah, that is what we need, is for you to get involved and to help make us able to celebrate this hospital. Now, I want to remind you about the motto, the child first and always. It's been the motto for Primary Children's Hospital for more than a century. And although the goal has always remained the same, the hospital itself has changed over the years. I was up on campus today. Wow, has it changed up there. Primary Children's was founded more than 100 years ago in 1922. It was first located on North Temple. And then in the 1940s, they began raising funds for a new building. Children were asked to donate a penny for each year of their age. Do you remember that? And 10 cents purchased a brick. The LDS Church matched all donations, and many celebrities helped with the campaign. The fundraising method is still seen in the Pennies by the Inch campaign. In 1952, during a blizzard, patients were moved to the new location in the Avenues. In the 80s, construction began on a new location. And in 1990, almost 40 years after moving patients into the Avenues building, patients were moved to the current location on the University of Utah campus. In 2020, Intermountain broke ground on Primary Children's Hospital, Larry H. and Gail Miller Family Campus in Lehigh, which opened its doors February 12th of this year. Although the buildings and physical locations have changed over the years, the goal has always been the same: to help kids. And that is what we are here to do tonight.
Everything we can do, anything you can do to help the kids. So it's not just us here in KSL TV. It's us along with KSL Radio, FM 100, and The Arrow, all been raising funds all day long for the hospital, and now it's time to see where we are. We had a large donation recently come in, the match from Lee R. Jackson Trust, somewhere around $50,000.
Wow, okay.
Incredible, right? Let's see where that brings our total to right now.
Oh, there's the suspense.
There it is.
Okay.
Go, 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 go.
$316,000, I should say.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, Brooke, put your hands up for that total out there.
We are having so much fun. And Mike, you mentioned our sister stations, our partners in this project and this goal. They're really swallowing up or framing the party today. You see KSL News Radio, KSLSports.com, 103.5 The Arrow. They're the frame to what is a really, do I date myself by saying jamming? It's a jamming party out here on the plaza. I'm smelling pizza. I'm seeing cotton candy. So all in all, a lot to celebrate, and for good reason today, gathering to help and support members of our own community, families and kids who need our help. For many of the children at the hospital, their favorite place to be actually is an area known as Expressive Therapies. And we wanted to tell you a little bit about this program because it's where some of the donations we raise today will go. Primary Children's is a national leader in this area. Now, it might not involve medicine, but it's viewed as a really important part of the healing process. Expressive therapies involve music, art, dance, and storytelling, and they're used every day at the hospital. It's one of the programs, one of the marks that makes this hospital so magical and so special. Expressive therapy goals include improving neurological development, improving speech through song and language, improving fine motor and growth skills through that dance, and increasing coping skills and memory making and pain management. Again, the money for these programs comes from the donations given to the hospital. So if you yourself have benefited or felt of the healing powers of music or movement, this would be a good reason to pick up the phone and donate. Be generous in your support of the Give-A-Thon. So pick up the phone now to give. Our matching donor will generously double your donation right now, and the kids are working for it. They're dancing. They're kicking up a sweat. The Rise Up Choir and other patients at the hospital, we're having a ball out here. So Mike and Deanie, party's hopping. I'm dating myself again. Jamming, hopping, back to you.
Okay.
It's all good. It's all good, Brooke.
Hey, we're all getting old, Brooke, so we're dating ourselves. Thank you. All right, so Sam Dingman is a patient at Primary Children's Hospital. He's joined by his mom, Tasha, and music therapist Nicole Norton. And Sam loves music therapy and the program that they have there.
Absolutely. Now, we're going to hear from Sam in just a minute, but Mom, Tasha, I wanted to ask you a few questions. Both of us, what does he love about music therapy?
I think he loves that it's a break from the hospital environment and treatment. It's like I get to go to the hospital to sing and to have fun and be with friends versus going to have treatment. So it's kind of like the highlight that makes him want to go to the hospital.
Doesn't feel like going to the hospital, does it?
No. It's just going to play and sing.
What kind of benefits have you seen as a result?
He's missed a lot of school. And so with the music therapy, he's able to work on his speech because he's not at school working on speech. It has been a tremendous help for him to sing and get that speech out because he's always struggled with it. And that's been one of the big benefits that we have seen. He hasn't regressed at all because every day at the hospital, he was over there singing with the program.
Very good.
All right, Sam, I'm going to ask you, what are you going to sing for us?
Yeah.
I'm going to sing I'm a Believer.
Believer.
Believer?
Yeah.
Okay, why don't go ahead. We're excited to hear you.
Here's your shakers. You ready to go? All right.
I thought love was only true in fairy tales, meant for someone else, but not for me. Love was out to get me. That's the way it seems. Ready? Yeah. Disappointment haunted all my dreams. And then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer, not a trace. A doubt in my mind. I'm in love. Ooh, I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried.
Welcome back, everyone. We are live out here in the KSL Plaza. It is a party, isn't it?
You can't not dance
I
out
don't know
here.
why I even went inside today. I didn't want to stay out here. So it's all for Primary Children's Hospital. And we are letting the dogs out today.
That's perfectly timed, isn't
Yes, it is.
Because we are here with Intermountain Pet Therapy. I'm here with Susan Danes, handler, and Dresden. We've got Lolly. We've got Suzanne, sorry. Tell us a little bit about your organization, first off.
Intermountain Therapy Animals is a wonderful organization. We have therapy dogs that go a lot of places, but we have 30 teams that volunteer and go to Primary Children's Hospital every week. And it's just amazing what the difference it makes in those kids.
I mean, you can just see their faces light up when a dog walks in, right?
Yes, they're just wonderful, and they're so sweet, and it's great for the staff as well as the patients. So
I'm guessing you got to have at least one memorable moment with some of the patients here and some of the animals. Yeah, any off the top of your head, impactful?
I do. I had years ago when I've been doing this for 25 years. We had a little boy named Caleb who was hit by a car, and he had a brain injury and was terrible. And we worked with him all the way through his recovery. And he's like 20 years old now. I've been doing this for a long time, and he's done so well. And the dogs made a difference for him to his first words, anything. It was amazing.
That is amazing. And Dresden wants to get out and dance, it looks like. These guys are great.
I got to pet him. This is my own therapy right here.
Oh, nice.
Hey.
Yeah.
All
right, Kevin, I think you're the only one that's inside right now. We're enjoying it out here. Come on out and play with us.
Oh, you guys couldn't have asked for a nicer day to be out on the plaza with the therapy dog. But you know what? So many of you, our viewers, have seen this calendar over the years, or you've participated in the photo contest. And every year we do the Give-A-Thon, it is truly my privilege to be joined by Scott Olson of Les Olson Company. Brother, you're here every year. Les Olson is here every single year, consistently helping our community. You've helped with the photo contest, and you do so much more. Why is Primary Children so important to you?
Well, I'm honored to represent more than just myself. I'm honored to represent our whole company. And Primary Children's is just really important to us because it's about the kids. Some of us have had our own kids there. And we know the stress that parents go through, and we want to help relieve that. And my plea to everybody out there would just be, if you have an opportunity to donate, make a difference today if you can. So
you're awesome. Now, because of the proceeds from the actual sale of the calendar, flip that check up there. Drum roll, everybody. Because of Les Olson Company and their generous support, $32,570 are being donated today to the Give-A-Thon. Scott, Thank you. To the Olson family, to Les Olson IT, and everybody involved, thank you, thank you, thank you. Brooke, another big check coming from a local business just loves the hospital.
We love that. And there is so much to love about this amazing hospital. For more than 100 years, Primary Children's Hospital, they've been helping children, but also families, strengthening our community along the way. And this is affecting families across the Western United States. In fact, Primary Children's serves the largest geographical area for a children's hospital in the continental U.S. Now think about that. That means this hospital serves children and families from Denver to the West Coast. That service area is spanning about 400,000 square miles. That's 10% of the United States. Your donations help Primary Children's Hospital reach more kids. And joining me to talk about this is Katie Welke, Chief Executive Officer at Intermountain Primary Children's Hospital. I promise not to keep her too long because we're both enjoying that party out on the plaza.
Oh my gosh, the energy level out there is amazing.
With the kids, which is, I know, who you always think about and
Absolutely.
who you have your focus on. Tell me about elaborate, if you will, about the community donations, the philanthropy, and how those contributions really do help bolster up not just the services at Primary Children's, but the reach.
Yes, I mean, every dollar counts. I think that's probably a really important for people to remember. And they help us stay focused on the very best quality care. And they help the parents, the patients, and our caregivers so that they are able to do the things they need to take care of patients. And we have some wonderful new innovations, things that are really making care closer to home, and things that are really thinking about that we are caring for this 400,000 square miles. And so what do we need to make available in Montana, in Alaska, down in Las Vegas? And so extending that, at the same time, we're really focused on taking care of the kids here at home.
Let's talk more about that expansion, though. The impact of the new Larry H. and Gail Miller Family Campus has been significant.
Yes, so getting care closer to home. And we have been open now for 100 days. I think this is 101,
Oh, there
actually.
you go.
And we have seen kids hit the ground running, and it has been full. The emergency department has exceeded expectations, and it's really part of building this model healthcare system for children. How do we make sure we're meeting kids where they are, what they need, and giving care at the right time?
And as you indicated, it's more than just a geographical footprint, but the programs have been able to expand. And before we say goodbye, I want to ask you about the expansion of fetal surgeries at the Grant Scott Bonham Fetal Center. That's in the Salt Lake campus.
Yes.
And you say that's improved outcomes for children still in the womb.
Yes, this is an amazing program. So early diagnosis of babies in the womb that may have some type of issue, and then identifying not only their care while people are pregnant and delivery and post-care, but actual intervention. So being able to go in while the baby's in the room and do surgery and improve their outcomes afterwards. It's almost, I mean, it's like a miracle happens.
It's amazing.
Really amazing.
It's hard to even wrap your brain around
It
that
is.
progression and that technology.
Yeah, and it really gives kids a chance that have never had a chance before.
Katie, thank you for your leadership and the work that you're doing and for helping us understand how important our job is today as well. She mentioned bringing that care closer to home, and truly patients who live near the new Lehigh campus couldn't be happier about the new location. We caught up with one of the very first patients to spend time there.
2, 1.
After years of planning and construction, a new Primary Children's Hospital opened its doors in Lehigh this year. The Larry H. and Gail Miller Family Campus provides care to kids like Pete Moyes, who at 10 weeks old was one of the first patients admitted at the new hospital.
We checked his temperature and it was above 100.4, and we called our pediatrician and they suggested going to the Lehigh Primary Children's Hospital. And then they came back and said that he had RSV and COVID and coronavirus. I saw 9 cats go running by. They said, meow, I wonder why.
The Moyes family live in Harriman and had watched the hospital being built over the last 3 years. They were grateful to have the care close to home when they needed it.
When your kid is sick and you're just nervous about how they're feeling, it's nice to know that you have somewhere closer to go than 45 minutes away, and that's not just a hospital for adults.
Intermountain Health built this facility because of the rapid growth in the area. It features 66 beds, an emergency room, neonatal intensive care, medical and surgical services, as well as advanced imaging and other specialized care, all with the design to make it as welcoming as possible for children.
Obviously, it's unfortunate whenever a child has to go to the hospital for any reason, but it's just really good to know that there are people that care so much.
Helping children get better really is what it's all about.
I'm very grateful for a healthy little boy. He made a quick recovery, and I'm grateful for that.
Darling. If you want to make a difference all year long, consider becoming a Smile Maker. To become a Smile Maker, all you have to do is choose to give a recurring monthly gift of $15 or more for at least a year. With your monthly donation, you can help kids at the hospital every day of the year. How would that feel? KSLKids.com makes it easy to donate. No matter the amount you can give, you can be sure that your money is going to a good cause. And because 100% of the money we receive from your donations stays here locally to help children at Primary Children's Hospital, you can feel good every time you know that you're doing that help, making that donation. Thank you for being willing to make such a difference. Every penny counts. And by becoming a Smile Maker, you are part of an elite group. Smile Makers is sponsored by J&J Garden Center in Layton. And we're going to do more on that in just a second. But I think we would like to talk about a program that is a kind of a new program at the hospital. It's a cardiac fitness program. It gets kids with heart disease back in the game. Ethan was born with a congenital heart disease, but doctors say his progress gives hope to families who want to see their child thrive. New specialist Tamara Vaifanua shares his story.
5-year-old Ethan Delsit is energetic, playful, and funny.
Why are you laughing on Mom?
But he was born with a congenital heart defect. The right side of his heart wasn't fully formed.
We've been in and out of the hospital for his whole life.
A life-saving procedure kept his heart going until he turned 4, but then he got sick and had to wear a ventricular assist device while he waited for a heart transplant. Ethan was spent over a year in the hospital. Mom Janine couldn't bear to see him in pain.
Just being able to put his head up was hard enough.
She worried Ethan would get restless being in a hospital bed all day. That all changed with the Primary Children's cardiac team.
How much you want me to?
5 more seconds? Okay, deal.
They got him moving with exercise.
Good job.
Dr. Dan Zybel is a pediatric cardiologist.
There's no pill that can do all the things that exercise can do.
His team puts Ethan through a series of exercises, working his muscles,
Oh, yeah.
flexibility,
Good job.
and mental skills.
It looks a lot like play, but when we get down to it, it's working all of his muscle groups.
Over the course of many months, we were able to gradually build his aerobic capacity.
In November, Ethan got a heart transplant, and 2 weeks later, he was discharged. Dr. Zybel says the strength workouts made a big difference.
Good job.
Plays like a normal 5-year-old, which, considering all the things he's been through, is remarkable.
This is a miracle to me, and I'm so blessed to have him with me.
Janine is grateful for the programs at primaries that allowed Ethan to feel like a regular kid.
They're family to me.
Can you do 5? Ready? You're at 4, 3.
She's ready for Ethan to embrace what's next.
I want to show him the world. Yes, there's more out there than just the hospital.
Hi, Dad.
For KSL News, I'm Tamara Vaifanua.
Oh, thank you, Tamara. I love how Ethan lifts weights with conviction. He kind of looks like you when you're lifting weights. Oh.
He looks like me just trying to get out of bed in the morning. That young man is just a superstar. He's fantastic.
All right, let's do another drum roll and check in on our total.
You ready for this?
This is the highlight. Do
Look
the
at
honors,
that.
Kevin.
Holy cow, up to $356,013. All because of your generous donations, and you can keep it going. Remember, scan the QR code, call the number, or log on to KSLKids.com and make that donation today.
All right, let's go out to Mike on the plaza. Mike, you're there with Ethan's doctor. I just think that's a great program that helps them, like we said, get back in the game.
Yeah, let's keep those totals going, right? Okay, so you saw that story with Ethan a little bit earlier, and Dr. Zabel joins me right now, and he looks a little bit different from what you saw in the video. It's amazing what a few months difference can make, right? The mustache looks fantastic.
Thank you.
All right, so talk about it. You put together this program, this fitness program for these kids who have had heart conditions. What made you think, okay, we need to do something here?
Yeah, we've noticed that as more and more kids get surgically corrected for congenital heart disease, that in the last 20 10, 20 years, we've seen patients become less and less active. And sometimes we attribute that to, parents and patients being anxious about being physically active when they've undergone major heart surgery. And so this program is designed to get kids active and get them feeling like a normal kid again, because we know that physical activity has really important benefits for not only physical strength, but also mental health as well.
And probably I'd imagine everyone wants to walk on eggshells a little bit because it's like, I don't want to go too hard because I don't want to somehow ruin what just happened here.
Right. And a lot of times when kids are hospitalized with heart conditions, their hearts are beating fast, or sometimes they'll have periods where they're breathing hard, and that's oftentimes associated with bad things going on. But we want to teach them that with exercise, when those things happen and you're controlling those things, that's actually good for your heart. That makes your heart stronger. It makes your body stronger. And over time, your heart pumps more efficiently. And, you have all the other positive benefits of exercise too. Your improved mental health, improved sleep, all those things. And we want our kids with heart disease to experience those effects.
We'll certainly appreciate all you do up there. And what you did for Ethan there, miraculous. All that the docs do up there. So thank you. Thanks for all you do. Stick around, everyone. Please donate. We'll be right back. Back, everyone. As you know, we are here today to take your donations for the hospital. Now, we all know medical bills can stretch a family budget to the brink, and this is your chance to call in, make a difference for somebody out there. The money that you donate today will help the Family Assistance Fund. This fund was established to provide families with emergency resources to ease some of that stress of having a child in treatment. Some of the resources provided by this fund include public transportation vouchers, gas cards, replacement clothing, food, much, much more, you name it. Your gift ensures that families can focus completely and solely on their child's healing during treatment. Give generously, please. You can see it right there, kslkids.com, and give as much as you can, as little as you can, whatever it is. It goes to all these kids here, and it's such a huge benefit. Kevin joining us right now. And Kevin, as we talk about giving, we got a phone line behind us. Not just one, we got several. We need to see them ringing, though.
That's right. We got lots of volunteers standing by to take those donations, but we need your help to pick up the phone and call. Now, there's multiple ways you can donate. You can scan the QR code, and it goes right to the webpage. Visit kslkids.com, or pick up the phone and dial 575-KIDS. Right here, the volunteers, they're ready to take your call and ready to make the donation. Whether that's a Smile Maker donation, which is a monthly donation that happens throughout the year, or a one-time donation, it doesn't matter, and any amount is okay and needed by the Primary Children's Hospital. So we love the donations. That's why we're here today, and you can make a difference. I know you've got a Primary Children's story. Think about it and make a donation to help that next family have a better experience at the hospital. Deanie's out on the plaza on a sunny afternoon, a little windy, but a ton of fun out there, Deanie. What's going on?
Well, we're dancing, we're talking, and like we've said, you never have to go very far to find people that have an experience with Primary Children's. Tell me your name.
I'm Jackson Lucas.
And Jackson's had an experience. He's out here dancing to support the party out here. Tell me your brief experience.
I had a little brother who got a huge dent in his head, so we had to go get him some stitches. And yeah.
See? So we've seen that a lot where people, you don't have to go very far to find out. And I want to give you an idea of some of the stats at the hospital. So on a given day, there are 95,000 patients that were seen at the hospital last year. That's an average of 278 kids a day. The average age of patients is 7 years old. So you can get an idea of some of the impacts of this. And the care staff for kids is 5,300 caregivers on staff. Primary Children's cares for children from birth to age 24. So that gives you an idea of the vast numbers, both of patients and caregivers, that help deal with these children and help them make them feel better. Now we're going to wander over here because I've got a special patient that I want to talk to. Cambria, you've had an experience at the hospital that was really scary. Tell us a little bit about that.
So in 2022, 2022, I had a pancreatic tumor that was on my pancreas and it was strangulating my upper intestine, kind of starving me to death. So I was at 75 pounds and rushed to the hospital.
75 pounds?
75 pounds. Very little, very scary. Not a good look. And I was rushed there to be on liquid nutrition and kind of regain my health. And then back and forth throughout the summer. And then I came back August 2022 to get a 9-hour-long Whipple surgery by Dr. Kastenberg. And then back and forth again.
What during that time, that whole summer you were there, what are the memories that you have of Primary Children's?
Well, I wasn't sure I was going to survive, so I was really terrified. But Primary Children's did an amazing job at just making me feel a lot more comfortable and a lot more safe, and almost distract me from this life-threatening situation I was in. I loved all my nurses. They had so many fun activities. I only have good things to say about Primary Children's.
We're so happy to hear that, and so happy to hear that you are healthy and beautiful right now. Hope that you continue to stay that way, and thank you for sharing your experience with Primary Children's. So, Brooke, this is Cambria's example of why we are here today, to raise money so that kids can go have experiences like that and live on to be healthy afterwards.
Yes, absolutely. And as has been said, everyone has a story. In fact, if you've had an eye on the KSL social media pages this week, they are full of great stories about people and families who have been impacted by the hospital. I want to share just a couple of comments that caught my attention. This first one, the handle of this woman says everything about where her heart is. Baby Faith Gma said, our first granddaughter spent over half of her 10 months of life, her first 10 months of life at primaries. They are amazing with children who are ill and their families, especially the parents and the grandparents too. She concluded they're so grateful for the Ronald McDonald House. Valerie Gentry says Primary Children saved our 8-week-old baby boy 31 years ago. Truly forever grateful for that, she said. It's been more than 3 decades and they are still feeling that gratitude for the hospital that saved their baby. You can send us your pictures or stories about Primary Children's Hospital on any social media platform. Just be sure to use the hashtag KSL Kids. We'd love to include your story in today's celebration. And the celebration, of course, all about raising money for these sweet kids. Your donations helped fund some of the research happening at the hospital. And this research helps families find long sought after answers to questions they have. Scarlett's family knows firsthand about this.
Oh, Scarlett, she makes us smile with everything that she does every day. She really is the sunshine in our home. When I was pregnant with Scarlett, we found out that she was missing the middle portion of her brain, which is called the corpus callosum. It just separates the right and left brain, and that in and of itself is just developmental delay. But they did say there was a chance, a 10% chance that she could have another genetic disorder. And as soon as she was born, we knew right away, just on her physical appearance, that something else was going on. We weren't sure if she would walk or she would talk. We weren't sure what kind of medical problems she'd have down the road. And so we just take it day by day. Dr. Bonkowski, we've been with him since the beginning. He was even part of the team when she was first diagnosed when I was pregnant. And so she started seeing him right on day one. And he's been wonderful.
It's been clear from us, from like really the moment I met her as a baby, that there was a genetic condition going on, and over the past 8 to 9 years, we've used the best technology that we've had to try and find an answer. Maybe 2 or 3 years ago, it reached a point where we had used the best testing up to that point. We didn't have an answer, and then about maybe 6 months ago now, we are finally had this new technology available called genome sequencing, and the answer came back and there was a diagnosis for it, and I was just like shocked. And it was just a profound difference kind of seeing how the hospital here and the Center for Personalized Medicine had really worked together to bring this opportunity of diagnosis forward. When I've seen families go through this, just having a name for a condition, they know the enemy, they know who they're fighting and what they're up against, and that ability to kind of plan mentally as well as in real life is a real deal. Scarlett's case is special because we've known each other for so long, but there are a lot of other people just like her that are benefiting.
Can't you just see the side, twitch of that doctor's mouth as he talked about finally getting that diagnosis? It meant a lot to him. It meant a lot to Scarlett and her family. Her mom, Cassie Hill, joins me. Are you on TV right now? Who is that pretty lady? Scarlett. Oh my gosh, Scarlett, we're so glad to have you be our star today. And you know Primary Children's better than everyone. In fact, you were telling me you really love, was it the Mickey Mouse toys there?
What do you love?
Mickey Mouse toys, right?
Yeah.
She's like, I'm a TV star. I don't have to say anything. And you don't. Cassie, thanks for being here, and thanks for sharing your family's story with us. Can we talk about that moment when you got the call from Dr. Bonskowski and he said, I have an answer. You'd been waiting so long.
Oh my goodness. It was incredible, very unexpected. And it was so fun because I answered the phone call and he's like, Cassie, it's Dr. Bonskowski. Just like we're best friends, you know? He's like, I have the best news. We got a diagnosis. And it was funny because he hadn't even had time to really look into it. He was just so excited to call us and tell us about it. He's like, now let me find out more. But here's a group of people and we'll talk soon.
To be continued, but right now I had to share that good news. That diagnosis meant a lot to your family, Cassie. So does the hospital. Can you put into words what the hospital has come to mean for your sweet daughter, Scarlett, and your family?
Yeah. I mean, just because we haven't had answers since the day she was born, having so many people on our side looking out for her and helping direct us. Yeah, there it is.
Look at you.
Helping direct us through all of her challenges and just helping her, you know, progress the way that she is without knowing exactly what is going on.
I can't imagine.
I mean, that right there has been life-changing for us. And then also knowing that we just have so many people who care about her, like knowing that you have that is I mean, it's hard to explain.
Put your hands together for Scarlett and Primary Children's. Why should people donate, Cassie?
You know, Scarlett is where she is today because of Primary Children's, and that takes research, that takes specialists, that takes even right down to, you know, them supporting us as a family. It's not just about her care, it's about our care mentally and to be able to provide everything that we need as a family to be able to take care of Scarlett. It is, again, I just can't put into words what it means for us as a family and for her.
I feel that mother heartbeat as you shared that experience. And Scarlett, your beautiful girlfriend, thank you so much. Let's get this girl a yellow balloon. We promised her a yellow balloon. So Mike and Deanie, if you can help me out with that, we need a yellow balloon for Miss Scarlett, please.
Can you wave and say bye-bye?
We will find a way.
Bye.
All right.
There
All
we
right.
go.
Yeah, thank you, Brooke. Hey, you know what? We have such a treat for you right now. The Rise Up Children's Choir is here to share a song with us in a moment.
In a moment. Before they do, though, we want to share this with you. Many of these children have firsthand knowledge and experience about the care at Primary Children's Hospital. I've got Rory right here with me. Tell me a little bit about what happened when you were 2 years old.
So I had a kidney stone when I was 2. It was 9 millimeters, so the doctors had to use a machine and they blasted the kidney stone.
It's unheard of for somebody that young to have a kidney stone like that. Any problems since?
No, definitely not.
And here you are today.
Yeah.
Okay. Mia's another one right here. And you had something called Vactoral syndrome. So it was very early on, right? That you were, I don't even know, do you remember being in the hospital?
No, I was a baby.
Okay, baby. All right. So, but what is that and how'd they help you out?
So Vactoral syndrome is like your organs aren't like symmetrical. So I have like horseshoe kidneys and they had to build an intestine for me and like reroute my dilated kidney ureter. So I don't remember anything because I was little, but my mom said they were very great there. And the 2 doctors I had were spectacular and they helped my mom and my dad through a really hard time. And they said they couldn't imagine anywhere better. And they said I probably wouldn't have lived if I didn't go to Primary Children's. So.
What a miracle, huh? We hear so many of these stories. And here you are today, right? You're singing with the choir. So we're so glad to have you and the rest of the group here. We're going to hear from them right now, huh?
Let's, without further ado, the Rise Up Choir.
Okay.
Dark clouds bind in my days. There's
Welcome back to the KSL Give-A-Thon. We are live here at the KSL Broadcast House, and our volunteers, they're ready to take your call, ready to receive your donations. Whether you want to be a smile maker and make a monthly donation or a one-time donation, you can do it by scanning the QR code on your screen, visiting kslkids.com, or calling the number there on your screen. And so, again, every dollar counts. And these volunteers, they've been busy all afternoon long, all evening long, and every dollar you donate gets stretched and goes so much farther if you'll make the call and make that donation. The hospital is full of life-saving stories and full of memories and people who, from this community, go to that special place to receive the healing, and it's because of donations like yours that it's all possible. Brooke's out on the plaza with a lot of fun, a lot of music, and a whole lot of happy people. She's in the studio. Excuse me, Brooke, go ahead.
Yeah, not a lot of music here. We'll get to the party, though, in just a second, but plenty of heart and a great story to share with you. Now, I'm so excited to introduce you to Chloe Camberlango. She's a spirited 9-year-old who was living life to the fullest, cheerleading, hanging out with friends, and embracing every moment. But then things changed, and caregivers at Primary Children's Hospital stepped in to help her heal.
I was 9 years old when I was diagnosed with scoliosis. My spine was curved 36% when I was diagnosed and 54% when I got my surgery. I like to do cheer and hang out with friends.
Hi, I'm Brooklyn.
I'm Lexi.
I'm Chloe.
And I'm Kim, and we are the Camberlangos.
My back had been hurting, and then at practice, one of my teammates saw that my spine was kind of curved and that my ribs were uneven, and then she went to go tell a coach.
When Chloe first got her diagnosis, it was kind of scary. We were just really worried that she wouldn't be able to do the things that she loved, like cheer.
I was really sad thinking about if I was ever able to do cheer again, because that's like my happy place and like my second home. A treatment for scoliosis could be either bracing or you could get a surgery if it gets to a certain degree. For me, they recommended me to wear a brace for 16 hours a day. After bracing, my scoliosis had progressed really quickly, so I had to get surgery. I got the surgery done at Primary Children's because they are like really good with kids. The night before the surgery, I was really nervous. I could barely sleep. I was like really stressed out. I was scared.
A moment that sticks out to me was during her recovery. It was actually the day after her surgery. She was able to walk again, which was a surprise to all of us. And we were just so relieved and grateful that we knew everything was gonna be okay and she was gonna be healed in no time. So when Chloe was cleared to go back to cheer and her coach was coaching her, she had to relearn everything. And I was crying because I never thought I would see her be able to tumble again.
In cheer, I'm looking forward to going to one of the biggest competitions and spending time with my team and having a chance of winning or getting top 3.
Thank you, Primary Children's Hospital.
Okay, I'm feeling top 3 for you. I really am. Chloe and her mom, Kim, joining me in studio. I have to say that Chloe has the cutest, most contagious giggle ever. You saw it a little bit there on the interview, but you've been bringing your spirit and your light here to our studio, so thank you both for being here. Tell me how cheerleading is going.
It's going pretty good.
Pretty good?
Yeah.
Working toward that national title?
Yeah.
They actually already won that.
Oh, they won?
Yeah, they won.
I love how mom's jumping in to celebrate that trophy, because a lot of hard work goes into that, especially for you. Take me back before the surgery. This was a fairly scary procedure. Did you feel a little nervous?
I was really nervous.
Really nervous?
Yeah.
Yeah. How is healing going now? How are you feeling now?
It's good. I don't have any back pain anymore.
You don't have any back pain, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And you got a national trophy, which is also amazing. You really are kind of a walking miracle, Mom. Do you feel that?
Yes, for sure. We didn't know if she'd be able to cheer again, and she's right back doing it, and had tryouts last week, and she's right back cheering again.
And as a mom, to watch her have to rebuild those techniques and those muscles step by step again must have been so hard, but look at her, she did it.
I know,
she's a grit girl.
Yes, she is.
She's got resilience and everything she needed to come back. Tell me about the hospital experience. I'm sure you're very grateful to all of the doctors there who did help her make this comeback.
Yes.
The doctors and nurses are so amazing there. Just everything from the moment we found out, we knew Primary Children's was the place to be, and everybody was so helpful along the way and made us feel comfortable and confident with our decisions. And we are just so thankful for Primary Children's and everything that they've done for us and for all the kids.
That gratitude, I think, is a motivation for all of us to go online and donate, to pick up the phone and donate. But you're going to double down and call out some of your cheer girls, right? What would you like them to do?
Donate. I would like them to donate.
Donate. So if you're a cheerleader or the mother of a cheerleader, the cheer family is big, and I think they'll show up for you today. So challenge on the table. If you've been motivated or inspired, as I have today by Chloe's story and her cute giggle, then give us a donation if you would be so generous. Great to meet you. We're cheering you on, no pun intended. All right, now out to that party that Kevin was talking about.
All right, so I'm out on the plaza here. Brooke, thank you very much. You know, anyone who's had a kid in the hospital knows just how difficult that can be, especially for the kid to get their mind off of the reason they're in the hospital at the first place. That's one of the cool things about primaries is they have spaces throughout the hospital to help these kids forget why they are actually there. One of the newest things, a state-of-the-art recording studio. We're going to show you here how it's helped kids heal.
Last year, Primary Children's added an exciting new addition to the hospital thanks to a big celebrity.
Primary Children's is one of the most exceptional facilities in the country. And when we saw the opportunity to create a 2-story massive space with bright light and state-of-the-art equipment, it just felt like the absolute right move.
The Ryan Seacrest studio lets patients have some fun during their hospital stay. Kids can broadcast their own productions, as well as help with popular shows the hospital puts on. And all the fun is broadcast to patient rooms, so they can engage, no matter what their physical limitations may be.
The green screen is definitely popular. Being able to see yourself on TV and just have nothing behind you. We've had dance parties, we've had music videos with the green screen. They could be their own producer, they can be their own star in their own show.
Hospital Bingo, what's your name?
For kids like Payson Inkley, a former patient at Primary Children's, the studio provides a welcome escape from the real world.
I love acting and yeah, it's just a dream, but of course I would want to be in a movie. That would just be cool. That's my dream.
Payson's leukemia has been in remission for 5 years, but he still remembers what it's like to be sick and away from home.
Okay. Sometimes cancer, it just seems like it's like you have it, or like any other disease, like you have it, so your life has to stop and that has to be the only thing. But I think this makes it so that you can still do what you love to do, and this gives a bunch of kids a bunch of resources so that they can do that, and I think that's really cool.
There you go. Gosh, a recording studio. How cool is that, huh?
Everything about that hospital is first class.
There's nothing not cool about it, right?
I know. I hope we have impressed over the last hour on you the life-saving work that goes on at this hospital, the happy outcomes that we see, and the urgent need for you to donate. It's a community effort, right?
Yep, certainly is. Certainly is. So we got a total here?
Let's see what our total is. That's what we want to know. Brooke, do you want to do the honors?
Oh my gosh, testing my math skills. Here we go, $386,088. That's significant.
Way to go. Good
Worth
job.
it. Yes, absolutely.
Still a little more room, though. So it doesn't end right here, and I think that's the thing. I don't want you to think that just once we go off of air with this that you can't donate anymore. You can donate all day long and really year-round. There's no bad time to donate.
We've given you all kinds of options, but really, this day, these volunteers will be here, and we hope that you will consider donating to help the important mission of this hospital.
So many miraculous stories we've celebrated this last hour.
You see those kids, you see their families, the impact that something has on a family like health and a crisis, it changes everything in a second. And when they get to that hospital with the professionals that are there and the care that's there, it changes again in a second, back to hope. And that's what this hospital is all about.
It's inspiring to walk away from here and to see the families and the love that you see for that hospital, and you know what they've been able to do, the lives they've saved.
And the beauty is they can hyper-focus when this money goes in there. They can hyper-focus on the reason they're there, and that's their kids, right? The healing of their kids. And it's a miracle what they do at that place.
Thank you for donating, and if you haven't, take a moment to do so, and we'll see you on KSL 5 News at 10.
Have a good night.
Good night, everybody.
Dip your toes in the water.
Children's Hospital.